Somebody put a dead or soon-to-be dead teenage runaway in the trunk of her boyfriend's Tesla and ditched that Tesla on an upscale street in the Hollywood Hills. And weeks later, that Tesla with the rotting corpse inside was ticketed and towed away. That somebody may or may not have had a hand in the runaway's death, but my money is on yes. And more than a month after this mystery first hit the headlines with the discovery of the decomposing body of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, the name of that somebody is as unknown to us officially as ever, but apparently not to everybody. The identity of the person who abandoned that Tesla, a filthy luxury car owned by the singer David, with David's 14-year-old girlfriend dead inside, is now known to investigators. And tonight, we're learning that both the car and driver were captured on surveillance video the last time that car was apparently driven by anyone. Even better, we've learned the driver was visible enough in that footage to be identified later on. LA police are not talking about this or anything else in the Celeste death investigation. The bombshell video was unearthed by the private investigator hired by the owner of the house where David lived up until a couple of weeks after Celeste was found dead in his car. And that's not the only piece of evidence that the PI unearthed. That investigator's name is Steve Fisher, and he joins me now live. Steve, welcome back to the program. How certain are you that this video of the car driving away from David's mansion is the last time it drove and ended up at the spot where it was abandoned, likely with that body inside?
I'm certain. Listen, I can't say 100% because there's not a camera trained on that Tesla once it's parked. Continuously that I've seen. I mean, there likely is a camera, but I've seen the car driven to that spot, and with the dates, with the date that it was. And they left town right after that. I'm certain that is the last time the car was driven. It was put there with her, in the front trunk.
And there's one weird detail about what you could, well, there's a lot of weird details, and I'm going to get to what you saw through the driver's side window in a second. But there was an air freshener that was found in the car at this point that we see on our screen, where it was abandoned. Was that air freshener also hanging from the rearview mirror when it drove off from David's house?
It wasn't, but the window was half to three-quarters of the way down, which is odd because it was a very short drive. And also at that on that day, this is the very end of July 29th. It was like 78 degrees at that time in the morning, or 77 degrees. And if it was on the street where the house is, so it's shaded by the house. So, if you're going, I don't know why the window would be rolled down unless there's something, offensive there. And then all of a sudden, one of the first things I picked up on when the news first broke about her being found in there, where they were towing the car away from the impound lot to LAPD was, why on a $104,000 car is there a Christmas tree air freshener hanging from the from the mirror? It seemed kind of odd to me, but I guess maybe they thought that would help, mask it for when they had to move the car again.
If there was that smell at that time, because again, we have no idea when Celeste started decomposing in that trunk. We don't know if she'd been decomposing in the trunk for a long time before it ended up being, the car ended up being abandoned. But talk to me about the date of this video, July 29th, and talk to me about what you saw. What did you see in terms of the identity of the person driving through that open window?
So it's very clearly that Tesla, one, because the Tesla has that tape on the rear spoiler for whatever reason. I don't know why it's there. And also, it was just like it is in that picture. It was that dirty, except you could tell that they had run the windshield wiper like once to clear the dirt away so they could see. And it comes very close to the camera, although there is some motion blur, but you can see the person and you can see what they're wearing, something pretty distinctive. And there's photos that I have from.
So you could see it, but the police haven't, maybe they're searching for the dude. I don't know what all is happening, but they haven't relayed any of this information to the public yet, but they might be investigating it.
12 hours earlier, a person at the house wearing the same thing.
And I know that the viewers right now are screaming at the TV set saying, Ashley, ask him who it was.
I mean, I honestly wish I could tell you. I don't want to, I don't want to interfere with LAPD on that. And I think that's coming because we know a crime was committed 100%. Somebody concealed her body.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and down.
Absolutely crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. As of now, the cause of death is still undetermined. As of now, the cause of death is still undetermined. After how long? The body was found in September, and it's about to be November. November in a little while. It's so many. Still so many questions. Still so many questions. But I want to know who it was. He can't say, but obviously the police know. The police know who it was. But they haven't mentioned any information yet. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything. As you know, we can go to our good friend X. They tell you always some crazy things going on X. Where see if they have anything else. But as of this moment, as of this moment, there has been no cause of death. The cause of death is undetermined, so we're still waiting on the actual cause of death of exactly when she died. There's a lot of questions still left to be answered. And then, who was driving the Tesla? Who drove it? So somebody drove it to that is what their theory is right now, that somebody drove the Tesla to the area. Of course, that's how it would be, but it wasn't David. And that after that, they left town. David and the crew left town. Too many questions, but we're going to keep up with this story. Hopefully, we'll find out some information about this. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good. The more time passes, just so many different crazy things about this case pop up that doesn't look good for singer David. Does not look good. Let me know your thoughts on this whole situation, y'all. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you found anything that I haven't found out. A lot of rumors going around, but we want to focus on the facts. We want to focus on what has came out. So it sounds like the police know about this suspect, but that's why he didn't want to say who it was, because it's going to mess up their investigation. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. It's a crazy world we live in, but at the end of the day, like I always say, we got to review the world together. We have to review the world together. But that is all right, everybody. Remember, this is AC Reviews the World. Remember to like and